Yo, what's going on, boys? It's Shane from Rocket Powered Sound, and in this video, we're gonna be making this Future Bass Feature House Pluck, and this is what it sounds like. Yeah, so really rich in frequencies and really rich in harmonics. Love it. So essentially, what we're doing is we're using a 4-oscillator setup. So we're utilizing all the oscillators. The sub and the oscillator A and oscillator B are all used to create a chord sound. So I'm gonna get into that right now. We're gonna start off by initializing that patch and turning on the sub. I just completely butchered the word initializing, so please excuse that. So our sub, we're gonna turn to a pulse waveform, and this is gonna be used as our bass sound. So not bass as in the sound you hear, but in bass as like our foundation of the sound we're gonna be playing. So since we're not given the freedom to change the value of the semitones in the sub, we are just going to turn that octave down and use this as the note that, you know, it's going to be true to what note we're actually pressing. So from there, we're going to turn on oscillator A, which is going to be a Reese mess number 3, okay? And we're going to turn the wavetable position until we just kind of hit. See how smooth that is? It's almost like a square and a saw combined, but cutting out a lot of frequencies. It's, you know, following the sine form kind of. But yeah, we're going to just pitch this down 5 semitones. And if we play these two together, I don't know why, but this just sounds kind of royal to me. I don't know what's up with that, but yeah, we're going to drop this level. Actually, I'll leave that up there until we start to get into the modulation. So oscillator B, we're just going to leave this at the initialized sound, which is a saw, and we're just going to turn this up 7 semitones. And now we are really starting to kind of get that chord sound, because we have all these different notes hitting together at the same time, which is forming a chord. Now the noise, we are just going to drop this level to 1%. And the reasoning behind this is because we're going to be turning on the multi-band compressor, and the multi-band actually recognizes that the noise is not loud enough, so it tries to compensate for that. So once the initial sound is patched or played and the LFO is going to be passed through, it tries to boost that level up, and it just doesn't sound good for what we're trying to do. But the multi-band is perfect, so that's why we just dropped this level down to 1%. So the level we're just going to drop to about, I don't know, stick it around 70%. It doesn't really matter too much. 60. Let me just, yeah, that's good. Now the level for oscillator B, just stick this at about here. And now you're probably like, what's going on here? Because the sub and the noise are not passing through anything. And really what we're just doing here is we're just going to form this kind of shape. You can add in a curve if you want. And all of our sounds are going to be passing through this filter, except the noise. The noise is really just there to add an extra complement to the sound and add a little bit high end without having to EQ. And it just, you know, it just makes the sound a lot sweeter. So the filter, we're going to put this cutoff all the way down, and then we're going to be modulating the cutoff. So I'm going to drop this to envelope. So, and from there we're just going to turn up the drive. And now we're really starting to get somewhere, right? This is starting to sound a lot similar to what I had going on originally. So we're going to just turn on a hyper and dimension. Just drop the mix a little bit, because it does, if I turn this up, that's a little bit too much. See, the hyper does add in that good stereo effect, and it's almost like a pitch cutoff that you would use in massive. It's just almost like a chorus function, but, you know, just turning up a unison. And for the dimension, just drop that size down and the mix up pretty high. Alright, now we're going to stick on our multi-band. Now the EQ, we're just going to turn down a little bit of the low end. And that's really all it took to make this sound. Yeah, that's really it. I hope that you guys found this helpful. That's going to wrap up today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Shane, and I'm checking out